Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. This is Daily Trading Analysis with a quick market update for today, 24th of August, Thursday. Initial jobless claims came a little bit lower than expected, and continuing jobless claims also a little bit lower, showing signs that still the labor market is still super tight, holding pretty well. That's good for the economy, but it's good for the Fed. We might have to wait until September, but things are not looking good. The big one news today is NVDA. NVDA tops estimates and says sales will jump 170% this quarter because data center revenue was 171% year over year. These numbers are hecking insane. Blowing out expectations to 70% versus 209 and 13 billion versus 11 billion revenue. Insane move from NVIDIA. And we are going to review the chart for sure. And as you can see, NVIDIA jumped on earnings, huge jump, 10%. But look at where we are right now. Looks like everything related to AI lately has been golden, but now that NVIDIA beats blow up expectations from everyone, now it solves off. It retraces 100%, the 10% from yesterday, and is basically right now 3%. It's pretty good, but this is what happens sometimes. Sometimes things get crazy and people just buy the hype, buy FOMO, and gets caught. So really careful today because NVIDIA is dragging down everyone. Before going to the Nasdaq, I would like to share with you this 4-hour chart on the S&P futures. As you can see, we have one previous resistance. We went through that until established 46.25. We've been dragging down. We bounced off this pivot after breaking this ascending trend line, and now we were facing off 4,500 on the S&P futures that I was basically watching very, very closely, because going long here after NVIDIA earnings, facing this resistance just ahead of me at less than 2-3 points is just not worth. In terms of risk-reward ratio, this is not a good location for going long. And as you can see, we saved the day. I was not looking for longs. I was waiting to see what was happening. Because on the 30-minute chart, I had clear picture here. This is the Nasdaq now. We have yesterday's pivot, yesterday's support, and this first push on this first 30-minute candle that is poor structure on the price action. So I had 3 levels to watch, and also this blue dot line as always. Last week high, we tried to go higher first. Let's see the 1-minute chart, because the overnight was pretty telling already. We tried to go once, second time we went lower. This was prior close and prior high, basically causing to the highs. We couldn't hold, and I saw 300 contracts on the S&P futures right here 2 minutes before the open. We went through that like a knife through the first. Remember, this was the first support. We just went through that, rejected. We went like a knife through the second one, the third one, until yesterday's. So we completely blow off everything that we achieved yesterday. Look at this bearish engulfing candle of the last week high. This was what I was expecting, the worst case scenario. And sometimes these things happen. Anything can happen in the markets. And as you can see, Nasdaq is minus 1.28. And if we check since the open, we are now minus 2.18. So really selling pressure today. The cumulative delta on the S&Ps is minus 27,000. So there's a lot of people smashing the S&Ps. And more than that, NVIDIA, I think NVIDIA investors, NVIDIA traders took huge profit on the open. And we left with Apple filling this gap, quite technical. Filling this gap, we can get rid of this gap. Gap is filled. Microsoft also in the negative. Look at this bearish engulfing candle. Tesla, everything is in the negative. Amazon -2%, Google -1%. Everything that is related to AI, apart from NVIDIA, is just seeing huge amount of selling pressure. We are barely holding in NVIDIA the previous all-time highs. This is the level 480. So be really careful because banks are mixed sentiment. All the tech is just feeling the pressure of basically NVIDIA taking profit, and the dollar is just chilling. The dollar is reclaiming yesterday's push. This was the rejection. Today is a bullish engulfing candle, and yields are also in the green. So everything that we were saying yesterday, we are now again flip-flopping. This market is insane, insane. Treasuries are again in the red, but this huge gap, I think for the long term, it's quite a nice location to take treasuries now that most probably Fed will remain at these levels higher for longer until next year's cut. So what we do now, basically, we can try to hunt for a curl long until settlement. Let me tell you, I'm closing everything today. Today is one of those days that is pretty sentimental, a lot of emotional trading today. Now that NVIDIA, the huge stock that everyone was watching, is now falling, is now doing crazy things like this, crazy rejections. So what can you do? Just hold the bag, be smarter than that, and just wait. Because tomorrow we have at 10 a.m., we have Jerome Powell talking from the Jackson Hole Symposium, and we have big volatility today. Also waiting for tomorrow. And everything is on the table already. Do you think that the Nasdaq is going to do things like that? Because yes, I don't think so. I think risk is pretty high for sellers to continue smacking every level that we went through today. So if you are looking for longs into the afternoon, I don't think today it's a strong day to basically expect that. I don't think expecting that is just irrational, it's just not trading smart. And if you are red, close for the day. If you are green, congratulations. Today was a really difficult day. And wait for tomorrow. Wait for tomorrow because there's a lot of volatility. This daily is going to be huge for next week. This is not a normal daily. Look at the weekly. We were at the highs of the week and we just retraced huge amount of percentages across the board. This is going from small caps to Bitcoin to gold, copper, silver, tech, MAC. Banks are mixed sentiment, but mostly in the red. Look at small caps. Small caps are also -1% on the day. If you check the daily, I mean, there's nothing bugger here. So if you are smart, let me recommend you to call it for the day and wait for tomorrow. Things to settle for next week, to take better locations, and maybe take some shorts for continuation because this daily is going to be insanely bad for the expected mood that everyone was watching. I don't think this is going to happen. I think most probably after this sell-off on tech, I think we have to start thinking about 14,500 for next week and things like that to hold this structure. Because the worst case scenario is that we are putting this is a series of lower highs into the low 14,000s and coming back to levels of April. Anything can happen, anything. And today is one of those days in which you have to really throw the towel and just take it easy and wait for better opportunities tomorrow and next week. And that's all from my side. As always, if you found this video useful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel. I upload videos every single day for market forecasts, market updates, and market recaps. I appreciate your time. Thank you for your views, supporting the channel, subscribing to the channel. I will be here for you, analyzing the markets, trying to help you understand what is happening in all these markets. And hopefully, I can provide you good opportunities or teach you something. You can learn a lot of things on the internet, and in this channel I think I have a lot of things for you to learn. So thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for being with me, and remember that discipline and risk management are key for success. Stay safe everyone, and see you tomorrow, Friday.